We had a very,
That really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? But
The WNBA All-Star Press Conference was meant to showcase unity and celebrate the league's brightest stars. But the second Kelsey Plum started talking, that picture-perfect moment completely unraveled.
Kelsey Plum blows the lid off the joint, letting us all in on a small...
The WNBA All-Star Press Conference was supposed to be a feel-good moment, a celebration of talent, teamwork, and progress. But the second Kelsey Plum cracked a joke, that whole vibe went out the window. With one offhand comment and a laugh, she didn't just throw shade at Caitlin Clark, she put her on blast in front of the media and a national audience. Caitlin didn't respond right away, but what she just said has everyone stunned. If you're backing Caitlin in all this, drop a Team CC in the comments. Here's what went down. During the post-game presser, Kelsey suddenly called out Caitlin's entire team for skipping a morning meeting tied to the now viral t-shirt protest. The moment she said it, the internet lit up. The room got tense, and Sabrina Ionescu even threw some major side-eye. What started as a little jab quickly turned into one of the pettiest episodes in recent WNBA memory. But now, Caitlin's finally clapped back, and her words are cutting deep. Let's rewind for a second. Caitlin Clark, the most talked about name in the league, wasn't even at the All-Star game. She was sidelined with a groin injury, laying low and staying out of the spotlight. That should have been the end of it. But instead, she became the focus of the most passive-aggressive moment the WNBA has ever seen. It all kicked off with t-shirts. Every All-Star player hit the court wearing bold black shirts that read, "Pay us what you owe us."
Pay us what you owe us. And of course, everybody clowned that.
At first, fans saw the protest as a powerful and long overdue stand, a unified call for better working conditions, equal pay, and basic respect in the workplace. It felt like a rare, meaningful moment where players from different teams and backgrounds came together to speak with one voice. But it didn't take long for the truth to come out. This wasn't some spontaneous act of unity. The whole thing had actually been carefully organized that same morning during a private team meeting. Even Kelsey Plum called it a powerful moment. She explained that for most players, it was a surprise idea that came together quickly during that behind-the-scenes meeting. Up to that point, everything seemed to be going great. The message was strong, the league was buzzing, and fans were on board. But then, with just one offhand remark, Kelsey shattered the whole narrative.
Kelsey Plum decided to give some backstory about these shirts, and she took a shot at Caitlin.
She casually dropped, not to tattle, but 0 members of Team Clark were actually there for that. Hold up, what?
Clark? They had no idea what was awaiting them walking into that locker room come WNBA.
Instead of uplifting the powerful message of unity, Kelsey Plum took a sharp detour. Rather than emphasizing what united the players, she chose to spotlight who wasn't in the room. Instead of celebrating the collective stand, she fixated on the absence, and let's be real, it came off way less like a group statement and way more like a personal dig.
Even help these chicks get paid, bro. There's a part of me that don't even feel like she should help them.
Whether she intended to or not, Kelsey's comment about Clark's team didn't come off as leadership, it felt more like a schoolyard tattletale trying to stir the pot. And it definitely stirred. The media ran with it, fans split into sides, and just like that, Caitlin Clark, who hadn't said a word and was literally just recovering from an injury, was suddenly painted as the symbol of division in a league that prides itself on unity. And the wildest part? Kelsey tried to backpedal, brushing it off as a harmless joke. But let's be honest, nobody was laughing.
This is a joke gone so badly wrong that it's got Kelsey Plum going viral, and it's got the people that hate Caitlin Clark using it as a way to hate Caitlin Clark.
Sitting right beside Kelsey was Sabrina Ionescu, and her reaction said everything. Sabrina had been grinding, running 6 miles a night, dealing with conditions that most fans don't even hear about. From broken equipment to unacknowledged trauma, from stories of women facing abuse never being told, to projects never getting funding because no one with power stepped up to protect or invest, Sabrina has seen it all. So when Kelsey made that offhand comment, Sabrina's reaction was priceless. You could tell she wasn't here for the drama.
Nescu did not like this shit, by the way. I give her credit because she was like, oh boy. I mean, it was ridiculous, but here we go.
Sabrina's face said it all. The moment those words came out of Plum's mouth, you could see it hit her. She knew the internet was about to blow up, and not in a good way. And yep, she was absolutely right. Props to Sabrina for keeping it together, you really held it down. But let's clear something up, Team Clark missing that meeting. That wasn't some random oversight. Caitlin Clark is the biggest draw the WNBA has ever had. You really think it's just a coincidence that not a single one of her teammates showed up? That no one from WNBA leadership, not even Nneka or Stewie, said a word to them? Something doesn't add up.
They were walking into the arena with a good mood, smiling from ear to ear, getting ready to play some ball. And then they walk into the lock. On everybody's locker, unbeknownst to them, there's a shirt that says, "Pay us what you owe us."
There's something fundamentally off about this whole situation. Think about it, they planned the protest, the shirts, the message, and somehow left out the one player who's actually shifting the spotlight and bringing in real attention to the league. Still, Kelsey couldn't help herself. She wanted the moment, needed the spotlight, and chose to call out Caitlin. But in trying to throw shade, she ended up exposing the real issue, and that's plain, unmistakable jealousy.
These WNBA players, they get more unlikable every day. And the blatant...
Because no matter how loud the chants of "pay us" get, everybody knows the truth. 90% of those paychecks are only even on the table because of one name, Caitlin Clark. The players know it. The fans definitely know it. And the league? Oh, they know it too. But here's what really lit the fuse. Once that press conference clip hit the internet, it didn't go the way Kelsey Plum probably imagined. Instead of rallying support, that shirt protest sparked major backlash. Fans weren't buying it. They called it performative. They slammed the league for its hypocrisy. And most of all, they went after Plum for throwing shade at a teammate who wasn't even well enough to be there, let alone defend herself. What Kelsey thought would be a powerful moment turned into a full-blown PR mess. One offhand comment, and suddenly All-Star Weekend felt more like a high school drama than a celebration of the league's best. Meanwhile, Caitlin? She stayed quiet. And that silence spoke louder than anything Plum had to say. She watched it all unfold. Then, when she finally responded, she didn't just clap back. She flipped the script. It all went down under a simple Instagram post. Kelsey shared a pic from the All-Star game, probably expecting love and applause for the shirt moment. Instead, Caitlin swooped in and stole the spotlight, again. 6 words. That's all she wrote, "thank you for the Nike ad." Boom. The internet went wild. Now, for those who don't get it, here's the kicker. Kelsey Plum is signed with Under Armour. Caitlin Clark? She's Nike's golden girl. So when Kelsey posted that photo featuring Caitlin in Nike gear, she unintentionally gave her biggest brand rival free promotion. And that's the difference right there. Caitlin didn't need a mic or a rant. No press conference, no name drops. She didn't even tag her. Just a quiet flex that reminded everyone, she's playing chess, while the rest are still arguing over checkers. She knows the numbers. She knows who fans are paying to see. And most importantly, she knows exactly how much is on the line. Because here's the truth, this league isn't just benefiting from her presence. Right now, it's practically relying on it. And yet what does she get in return? Cold shoulders. Petty jabs. Accusations aimed at her fans. All while the same people who mock her have no problem cashing the checks her spotlight helped generate. You can't have it both ways. You don't get to throw shade in interviews and then rake in the profits from her jersey sales. Even retired NBA legends are chiming in now, calling out Plum's comments and the way Clark's been treated during All-Star Weekend. When 3-time NBA champions start speaking up, calling the behavior out for what it is, embarrassing, it tells you everything. Because true legends know a rising star when they see one. And the smart ones? They don't tear her down. They protect her. Let's be real for a second, Caitlin Clark isn't just another name on the roster. She's the headline act. And if you think that's an exaggeration, let me explain why you're wrong.
Is here. Caitlin Clark is the one bringing in the numbers. We watched.
When word got out that Caitlin Clark wouldn't be suiting up for the All-Star game because of a groin injury, ticket prices plummeted. We're talking a 50% drop. Half the value, gone just like that.
The ticket prices dropped 50% when Caitlin Clark was announced that she will not be participating due to her injury. The ticket.
One player sits out, and the entire market crashes. Do you realize how wild that is? That's not just popularity, that's power, and not just abstract power, but something you can measure. Sure, the other players made headlines with their "pay us what you owe us" shirts, but the moment Caitlin Clark was out, the event's value took a nosedive. Her absence wasn't just felt, it was costly. And just like that, the cracks are starting to show. Their downfall has officially begun.
These women are insufferable. They don't deserve more money. They don't get any ratings outside of Caitlin Clark. They openly disrespect her. They don't.
I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday.
End of the day, she the one really bringing the numbers in. Like, what are you talking?
In the latest update, it's now official. Caitlin Clark has been ruled out for Tuesday night's matchup against the New York Liberty. I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday, her coach said. And now we have to ask, are we really looking at another marquee WNBA event that's going to feel more like a high school exhibition than a primetime showcase for the league's top talent? Because here's the hard truth, you can't manufacture hype. You can't protest your way into stardom. Caitlin earned it. While others are busy trying to steal the spotlight, she's out here stacking wins, locking down endorsements, and dominating TV airtime. Meanwhile, the rest are still out here figuring out how to turn their own Instagram posts into free Nike promos. Bottom line, the WNBA has a serious problem on its hands. Not because Caitlin Clark gets too much attention, but because without her, suddenly nothing feels big enough. They demanded what they're owed. But maybe it's time to ask a different question. Why do the checks stop coming when she's not on the court? Let's be real, she's the one bringing in the revenue. She's the one moving the numbers. So now, with her sidelined even for just a single game, one uncomfortable truth rises to the surface. Was this the wake-up call the WNBA desperately needed? Or will the league keep biting the very hand that's keeping them afloat? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives like this, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.